Hey you guys, my name is Mara Sullivan and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a few ways that YouTube has changed my life already. I am brand new to YouTube. I've been on YouTube for about a month now. I would say a month and maybe 15 videos into YouTube. And so I'm still very, very new to this platform. But even having just gotten started, only having a few videos recorded so far, it has already been a game changer for my life and just for myself in general. If you have not seen any of my videos before, welcome to my channel. I make videos. The overall theme of my channel is to help you guys to live your dream life and to improve your life, live the life that you want to live, regardless of your circumstances. Do not wait until everything is ideal. Do not wait until everything is perfect to pursue your dreams, to live the life that you want. Do, things that you have always wanted to do, regardless of whatever you might have going on in your life. Find ways to, you know, live your dreams, find ways to make the time to do what you want to do, and that is the overall theme of this channel. So I like to have all of my videos under that umbrella of not letting your circumstances, keep you from not letting your circumstances hold you back, basically. And so hopefully this video is able to help you. And like I said, go check out my other videos on my channel if you have not already. But right off the bat, the number one way that YouTube has changed my life so far has been confidence. I have held myself back from doing YouTube for so long, like 10 years long. I started recording videos back in college. I'm 26 now. And so I have started and stopped making videos for so long. And this is the first time that I have felt confident enough to actually record and put the videos up. I do have a podcast. I have had my podcast, Thoughts by Mara, for about 2 years now. And that is audio only. And that's been super fun. But like I said, YouTube is always something that I have been wanting to do for so long. I've just been so nervous to speak on camera, to talk in front of a camera. And I know it sounds cliche, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you get doing it. I'm by no means perfect at this at all. I'm still just getting started. But, only being a few videos in, I can already say that once you kind of get in a rhythm, once you kind of get in a routine of filming, a routine of just speaking on camera. You don't need a microphone, especially not if you're first getting started. You do not need any super fancy equipment. All you need is your phone to get started. And, you know, ev- just that alone has been super helpful with confidence. Just like I said, just getting in the practice, getting in the routine, getting in the habit of speaking on camera. I have loved it so much. And they say practice makes perfect, and so just keep doing it. And don't put too much pressure on yourself in the beginning. If you are someone who might be letting fear hold you back, or you're scared of looking cringe or being silly, it's okay. Take the pressure off of yourself. Try not to take yourself too seriously. Remember that all of the biggest YouTubers had to start somewhere. They also started from scratch, and so just you know try to go into it as relaxed as you can. But I would say it is a huge confidence game changer, especially once you start recording, and once you get in a like I said, just get in a routine with it, get in the rhythm of it. You will have more fun as you do it, I promise you. And especially if it's something that you genuinely enjoy doing, that is the key with any and everything. If you don't genuinely enjoy whatever it is that you're doing, and you're not actually having fun, you're not going to want to do it. And it's going to feel more like a chore. It's going to feel like work. And even though we all know that, once people get monetized on YouTube, it obviously does become a job. If you're going into this to grow your business and, you know, develop an online presence, there is obviously an aspect of work to it. This is not just a hobby for most people. A lot of people do want to turn this into a business. They want to turn themselves into a brand. They want to, you know, build a platform, build an online community. Those are all things that I myself want to do as well. But just remember to have fun with it, because if you don't, it's going to feel like another job. You're not going to want to record, and it's going to take the fun out of it for you. So make sure that you are having fun, as cheesy as that sounds. But my confidence has definitely grown, even in this like little bit of videos that I have recorded. I've definitely gotten more comfortable speaking on camera. Another thing that it has really helped me with is my consistency. YouTube is definitely not for the weak. Like, if you want to grow, you have to stay persistent, you have to stay consistent. You really do have to enjoy it, because it is super easy to get discouraged if you are constantly looking at your numbers, if you are constantly checking, you know, your every single like little detail of your channel every single day. It is going to drive you absolutely crazy. So do your best to try not to do that. I have been loving the challenge of YouTube. I've been loving the challenge of learning something new, of figuring out, equipment and, you know, time management. Like, when can I film? And, you know, incorporating this into my daily routine, having to set aside time for filming, having to set aside time for planning my videos. Like, I love just the challenge aspect of it, because I'm learning so much more, learning about editing, learning about filming, learning about, how to speak on camera, how to, use different, like I said, equipment, and figuring out what works best for me when it comes to planning and filming and editing. There's so much, I guess, just like learning that goes into YouTube. I love learning new things. I'm a very curious person. I love doing new things, trying new things, and it's definitely super helpful if you are someone who wants to get out of your comfort zone, especially going into the new year. I feel like everyone wants to do something new once January hits. And so, if this is something that you want to do, I highly recommend doing it. It'll help you grow your personality. It'll help you to put yourself out there more. It'll help you to communicate better. There's so many skills that you will develop just as you figure this whole thing out. There's so many different layers to YouTube. There's so many different layers to filming. There's so many different layers to the kinds of equipment that you can have and the editing software. And especially if you're someone who loves graphics and things like that, like, it'll just be, again, it'll be fun for you, but you'll also learn so much. And then you will get out of your comfort zone and you'll face new challenges, but like, not challenges in like a negative sense, just more ways to push yourself. Like, it'll definitely be a test of your strength. It'll be a test of like how consistent you can be, how I don't want to say disciplined necessarily, but this is like something that either you want it or you don't, because like I said, it's super easy to get discouraged once you're just starting out, and it can be so easy to just get obsessed with your numbers and to constantly be checking, your stats every 5 seconds. YouTube is not is definitely not the platform for you to check your numbers all the time. And that is the easiest way to discourage yourself. I feel like if this is something that you really want to do, you have to just do it. As cheesy as it sounds, you genuinely do have to just do it. You got to go into it not caring who's watching, not caring what people have to say, not caring about being cringe. Like, you definitely have to have thick skin when you are, on this platform. And you genuinely, like I said before, I cannot stress this enough, you have to actually enjoy doing it. And that has been, the number one thing that I would say, besides confidence, a way that it is has definitely improved my life, changed my life, has made me realize that this is something that I genuinely enjoy doing. And like I said, I always thought I was someone who was terrified to speak on camera, but the more you do it, the more fun you have with it. And for me personally, I've just learned in general and life overall to not take myself too seriously. And so it's something that I have been loving doing, something I've been more comfortable doing, and you'll just get better as you go along. You'll make it up as you go along, as we do with most things in life. And I've been having so much fun. YouTube is obviously a creative outlet as well. And I'm someone who has always been a creative person. Like I said, I've had my podcast for about 2 years now, and I've loved doing that. And I love, like I said, a new challenge. And it has been an amazing creative outlet. If you are someone who is more introverted, if you're someone who's more shy, I do have a video about starting YouTube as a shy girly, as a shy person. And like, it is definitely, it sounds weird because you're putting yourself out there, you're putting yourself on camera. But if you do have a more shy, reserved, introverted personality, this is actually the best platform for you, especially if you want to make connections, if you want to grow a community, if you want to put yourself out there, if you want to get out of your comfort zone, but you are someone who is just not naturally extroverted, you feel like you're not naturally someone who loves to put yourself out there, this is the perfect platform for you because like it's just you know, even though you might be speaking to a very wide audience, you know, once your numbers pick up and your channel starts to grow and things like that, but it's still just you talking to a camera. And so you don't have to it's not the same thing as speaking in front of a huge audience, even though you are, you know, if your channel blows up and if you know, do gain a huge following, you are going to be speaking to a huge audience, but it's still just you when you're filming, you know, depending on where you take your channel. But it is so much fun to, like I said, just be someone who has always had like a more reserved personality, more shy, but I love doing this, and because you're filming by yourself, and it's just such a great challenge, it's such a great way to get out of your own head as well. Like I feel like all the time we can put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, and especially like the direction that YouTube is going in now, like if you are someone who actually watches YouTube and not just um create content on YouTube, if you've been watching YouTube especially lately, the more authentic and more real and just regular people like are being themselves, that is the content that is growing on YouTube. And everyone, it sounds cheesy, but everyone really does love authenticity. People do love, you know, seeing other people just living their lives and being normal and facing challenges and being open and honest about, you know, different things and different topics they're going through. Like imperfection is in now, and I feel like we've all kind of, you know, aesthetic and, you know, that, what do you call it? You know, super perfect, super edited, highly edited, edited things like that. Um, like super high quality, high edits, um, super aesthetic videos, even though, of course, those creators are always going to be on here. We all love a good aesthetic, but very real, raw, authentic, more like freestyle videos are also becoming huge on this platform. And so it's a really great opportunity, like I said, especially if you're someone more shy, more reserved, to put yourself out there because the pressure is off, you know, right now. And it's so nice to be on a platform where you feel like you can just be yourself. YouTube is also a search engine, it is not social media in the same way that other platforms are. It's because YouTube is owned by Google. People come to YouTube to search. And so, you know, it's not necessarily a highlight reel like other platforms are. You know, you are not like being bombarded and consumed with, you know, people who are constantly comparing, that you have to constantly compare yourself to and make you feel bad and things like that. Like YouTube, you really can find your people. Like there is a community for everything, every kind of person on YouTube. You can make videos doing anything on YouTube, and that is like so much fun. That is definitely part of the reason why I love YouTube so much, is that you can do anything on here, you can find anything on here. Your niche is you. Like on YouTube, I saw a comment the other day that's like, on YouTube, you are just genuinely selling your personality, and not selling in like the negative sense, but like people are, you know, following you and watching your videos based on your personality. And so if you're someone who, well, it depends on the kind of videos that you make, but you know what I mean? Like you are, you know, being yourself on YouTube. And it is a really cool platform to be able to be yourself, to discover more about yourself, to see like if you are someone who really does like to speak on camera, and you know how you can improve yourself. Like there's just so many different ways to grow on this platform as well. Like you don't have to just make one certain type of videos. I know everyone talks about the importance of a niche, but you know, once you kind of get in the flow and get in a routine and get in a habit, you'll figure out what the things that you like to talk about, the things that you're kind of good at talking about, good at sharing on camera. If you're vlogging, you'll kind of get into a routine with that, and you'll be able to branch out. You can talk about, like I said, anything that you want to on this platform. And that in and of itself is life changing, especially if you are someone who likes a variety of different things. You can talk about all of that. You can create content on anything that you want to on this platform. Like they're really, and you can do that on any platform as well. But YouTube is just fun because it's video and it's visual. And so you can show different things. Like, it's so much more fun. It's long form. So you don't have to like fit everything into a 30-second reel or, a 10-second video. Like you can have long form content on YouTube. And that's like my favorite thing about this platform. And so there are just so many cool reasons and, so many like fun, creative, new things that I have been learning about myself, that I've been learning about making videos, that I've been learning about um, editing, graphics, doing all this stuff. I have been enjoying it so much so far. Also, getting like a hobby and like I said, having a creative outlet. If you have not seen any of my previous videos, I talk a lot about grief on my previous videos. I lost my mom last November, and so having creative outlets has been literally a lifesaver for me this past year especially. And I love um having things to look forward to. I love, just like I said, new ways to challenge myself. Having creative outlets has been the biggest game changer for me. And so I love creating content. I love, putting myself out there, doing new and exciting things. And if you are someone who, is going through grief or any type of really hard, difficult situation, I personally recommend getting a creative outlet. And, that's going to look different for everyone. The last thing you might want to do is turn on a camera and speak to people, when you're going through something hard, but find some form, in my opinion, of like artistic way to get out your emotions and to express yourself, because it has been super helpful for me to do. And also, if you're someone who, doesn't have a huge friend group, YouTube is also a lot of fun because you're going to, even though you're talking to yourself, when you're filming, you are talking to at least one other person out there. And so you're going to, start to form a community and get some form of connection. And it's just going to be, a fun way to virtually meet new people. And as someone who, I'm an only child, like I said, I did lose my mom last year. It was just me and her. And, she was a single parent. I'm an only child. And so I've always like had a very like tight group of people around me. My circle has always been very small. And so it's been really fun, you know, doing like building an online community. Like I said, I've built it on my podcast for like the last 2 years, but just transitioning to video now has been really cool. And so if any of these, have inspired you, have helped you, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are also brand new to YouTube, leave your channel down below. I would love to check it out. Drop anything, any ways that YouTube has changed your life. If you are monetized, then that's going to be the obvious answer. I feel like no matter what stage of the game you are, if you are making money from YouTube, it is going to change your life because there's so much freedom that can come with, getting monetized on this platform. And, that's an obvious way that YouTube changes so many people's lives. And yeah, if YouTube has changed your life in any way, shape, or form, please leave that down below. And if you have not checked out any of my other videos, like I said, go check those out. You can keep up with me. My Instagram is at Thoughts by Mara. My podcast is also at Thoughts by Mara on all podcast platforms. And I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.